The kick out to Johnson. Gets the three ball to go.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Now here's Bridges. It's rebounded by Banchero.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Brooklyn's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. From deep, Johnson drains the triple. Johnson's got 6 points.
And you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Harris on the wing. There's a screen. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Finney-Smith. Brooklyn has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Bridges. Over Harris. No good off the back of the rim.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Carter, the pass to Fultz. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith.
Well, you love that Markelle Fultz has the ability to draw the defense's hand and get himself to the foul line.
And the front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, B.A., the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go-around.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful. You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
2 minutes to play.
Fultz passes to Wagner. Carter, a screen on Johnson. Here's Wagner. Rebounded by the Nets. Bridges outside. Pass to Johnson. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's Wagner. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. There's Fultz with a 3. They grab their own miss. Banchero, and he jams it home with authority.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that.
Oh, wow! Incredible! Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Finney-Smith. Takes the 3. No good there. Now Orlando takes it the other way. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Fultz, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Boy, there's big-time athleticism in the body of Markelle Fultz. Get up, young sir.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. To the paint. And Claxton gets the bucket.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Wagner. Oh, it goes! goes! He got it off in time!
Just in the nick of time.
Count the basket! And so it's Brooklyn, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Johnson is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Mikal Bridges, then it's Nicholas Claxton, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Harris down low. He's against Bridges. Another shot, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time, so Brooklyn ends up going with a new group. The Nets with a lead.
There are a couple things that stand out right away when I think about Franz Wagner. The first is what a great cutter he is. Timing, feel, when to go, when not to. And he's also very capable putting it on the deck and driving open areas.
Harris against Wagner. Harris passes to Simmons. Rebound by the Magic.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Sharp movement is part of what makes Wagner such a tough cover, Doris.
Yeah, and I think BA is going to stay a tough cover for a long time. He's got excellent instincts, strong fundamentals. Wagner's game is only going to grow the more experience he gets.
From the high post. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Out to Harris. Back to Curry. Pass to Simmons. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Orlando trailing here. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Ooh, that's on the defense there. Ideal positioning for Franz Wagner to throw it down.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, it's a new day in Orlando. Magic head coach Jamal Mosley continues to lay the foundation for the team they want to be. A, quote, tough-talking, tied-together defensive team that plays offensively with pace, space, and the pass. Brian, say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, well done, Allie. Thank you. It'll be fun to watch him build. Simmons with a screen on Wagner. Here's Harris. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Bowl, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And the call will be against Mo Wagner. That's his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes.
Substitutions.
Brooklyn with the ball. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Claxton. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
That's a heads-up play right there. Reads the floor, distributes accordingly.
Here's Suggs. 3-pointer. 1:46 left in the second. 5 on the clock. Isaac finds Anthony. Second chance effort. Over to the left wing. And it's Dorian Finney-Smith with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Anthony. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Outside Johnson. There's 1:17 left in the first half. And too long on the shot. Orlando's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Well, I know you spent a lot of your career in Orlando. What are your favorite memories of that time?
None, B.A. You know I was hurt the entire time while I was in Orlando. No, but in all seriousness, great people, great city, and it was fun to see young guys like Jameer Nelson and Dwight Howard get drafted and emerge as great players and leaders for their ball club.
Just 5 on the clock. Dinwiddie.
Boy, you think about the start of Spencer Dinwiddie's career. It was rocky. This guy falls to the second round. He gets waived a couple of times. It wasn't until he found his way to the Nets that he started to find his footing.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. There's 42 seconds left in the half. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Anthony. Stolen by Bridges. Left side, Johnson. Bridges outside. Six to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And again, it's the Nets missing.
No one around him. He makes the shot harder than it has to be.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets now holding a 12-point.
23. The Magic. 11.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Boy, you look at Cam Johnson, he's been playing really well.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. In the backcourt, it's Anthony and Suggs. Then there's Wagner. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Bol in at the 4. Back to Anthony. Pass to Suggs. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Here's Bridges. It's deflected. Dinwiddie against Wagner. Isaac for 3. Deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Anthony outside. Pass to Bol. Shot clock at 5. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
Oh, my goodness. Going to the rim with aggression is young Cole Anthony.
Time called here. The Nets decide to talk it over now.
Here they are. Team.
So for the Magic, Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Wagner, and Franz Wagner's subbed in for Suggs.
Here to put on the show, your Brooklyn Nets.
The Nets have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. Lets it fly from 18. Connects. The jumper drops. Bridges has got 9.
Well, with the high release point on Mikal Bridges' jumper, it's very hard to contest. Just a matter of being consistent now.
Wagner with it. And Dinwiddie picks him up defensively.
Dinwiddie. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Isaac, the pass to Anthony. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
Pass to Bridges. Inside. Stolen by Carter. And the Magic pushing it up now. Here's Bol. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Finney-Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one.
You know, the way things fell apart for the Nets has some saying the super team's era might be ending. The Nets went all in and handed over a lot of control to those stars. Now, can they reestablish the culture that attracted them in the first place?
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Back to Johnson. Pass to Bridges. Clock at 6. For 3. Offensive rebound. Dinwiddie with it. Out to Bridges.
2 minutes to play. 3rd quarter.
Out left to the wing. Here's Johnson. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, counted, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
First personal foul.
And you know, offense has been the problem for the Magic. Near the bottom of the league for several years now. Lack of efficiency for extended stretches.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. We've got 1:48 left to play in the 3rd quarter of basketball. Pass to Wagner. Bridges on the double. To the wing on the left. Here's Bull. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Bull, no good. And for the Magic, worst offensive rating in 2022.
Yeah, and the 2nd worst rating in 2021 as well. It's an issue they have been trying to address. It's limited their ability to get back into the playoffs.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the 3rd. And Dinwiddie, here we go. And that one, good. Dinwiddie's got 4 points this quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Isaac finds Anthony. Here's Bull. Gets an open look and hits it.
Well, it's excellent recognition from Cole Anthony, but how about your offense working to get a man that wide open? Pretty.
Dinwiddie with it. Wagner picks him up. Bridges outside. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist in this one. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Wagner. Jams it in off the great move.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
3-pointer, Bridges. Bull grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Spencer Dinwiddie. 2nd personal foul. 10 seconds.
Pass to Bull. Anthony outside. And he drives in. It's good.
Yeah, Cole Anthony is unafraid to take on anybody willing to finish through contact. Yes, sir.
From deep, Johnson. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Uses the glass on the layup. Dinwiddie's got 8 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your next youth Nets team.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And Orlando has possession. It's an 18-point game. We've got Nicholas Claxton, Cameron Johnson out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the Nets 5. Pass to Houston. Second chance shot. Here's Wagner. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
That, to me, is exactly the kind of play you want from Mo Wagner. Aggressively chasing the rebound and getting a second chance opportunity.
Dinwiddie gets the bucket.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Back to Fultz. right wing. One minute in now in the fourth quarter. Oh, can't finish the one-handed jam. Pass to Bridges. The three. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Goes back up. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Banchero's got 4 rebounds in the game. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Suggs with the bucket.
Jalen Suggs putting in the time, being diligent about becoming more consistent from three-point territory. That time, he makes it look easy.
Dinwiddie passes to Johnson. Dinwiddie against Fultz. Back to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Fultz with it, and Dinwiddie picks him up defensively. Here's Houston. Good D by Finney-Smith.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
To the middle. Here's Wagner. Pass to Houston. Here's Banchero. Shakes him. The shot is good. Fultz making the play.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
And the Magic pushing it up now. Jumps up. No stopping him there. Jams it in. And he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
There's a minute 47 left in the game. Finney-Smith's shot is off.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Fultz passes to Wagner. Back to Fultz. Pass to Suggs. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Bridges.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Nets.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Mikal Bridges.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
5 to shoot. From deep, Johnson. Pass to Bridges. Tries again. Tries yet again. Finney-Smith. And at last, they get one to fall. And the Nets lead by 19.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here. Boy, guys, you look at the history of the Magic, and there has been episodic success driven by great players. Penny Hardaway and Shaquille O'Neal, of course, and Dwight Howard.
Here's Finney-Smith. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night. Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Nice shot by Finney-Smith.
That's what you call using your body. Playing a little bully basketball is Dorian Finney-Smith.
Fultz with it. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game.
both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. The backcourt guards are Cunningham and Ivy. Isaiah Stewart out there with Duren. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. Shot clock at 5. Here's Finney Smith. That's tipped. They get it back. Now, here's Ivy. To the paint. Here's Duren. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
The Pistons shooting their first free throw of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Dinwiddie finds Bridges. That one, no good. The Pistons go the other way with it.
Well, you look at the counting numbers for Cade Cunningham. He fills up a stat sheet. The key for him moving forward, though, efficiency.
Here's Stewart. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
This one for 3. Detroit getting another chance here.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Dinwiddie against Cunningham. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And you talk about Cade's efficiency. Greg on a struggling team, that can be a challenge.
Yeah, without great shooters around him, he's forced into taking tough shots or turnovers. And as the team improves, though, I think the percentages should come around.
Now, here's Cunningham. The 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Dinwiddie against Cunningham. Passes to Finney Smith. To the inside. Claxton. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Bogdanovich. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Johnson. For 3, Bridges. Duren pulls it in.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Bogdanovich passes to Stewart. He kicks to Cunningham. Stewart with the screen on Dinwiddie. Back to Stewart. Clock at 6. Here's Duren. Pass to Stewart from outside the arc. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And Stewart just preparing himself ahead of the catch to be in rhythm for that jumper.
And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
Brooklyn with the ball. Following the miss by Cade Cunningham. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Ivy. Here's Duren. The kick out to Cunningham. Another shot. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Finney Smith. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And slam dunk by Ivy.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens. I do so enjoy watching a bounce pass executed that perfectly.
Here's Ivy. Now the pass to Stewart. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And another turnover here by Brooklyn. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Cunningham passes to Duran. Rebounded by the Nets. And Thomas has it in the corner. And the three off target. Detroit leading by 4. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Off with the layup. Outside Thomas. And we reach the end of the first quarter. The Pistons on top, up by 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Here are the 5. Detroit has to start the second quarter. We've got Diallo. He's out there with Alec Burks. Then there's Marvin Bagley. And it's Wiseman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Really a great free throw shooter. It's unfortunate Mills gets to the line infrequently, partly because of the minutes.
And both free throws good for Mills. Brent, it's been well documented. Three-point shooting is at an all-time high. Do you see this trend ending anytime soon?
I don't think so, Kevin, but there will be a tipping point as to how many you can actually shoot. And we've seen a team do that where they've shot over 50 attempts per game for a season, which I don't think is going to happen again. But young guys coming up are practicing this shot. They're going to be better suited, better equipped, and more talented to make them. So the three-pointer is going nowhere, Kevin.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Brooklyn trailing. Passes it to Watanabe. Back to Simmons. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. O'Neal dishes to Thomas. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Diallo. Here's the dish to Wiseman. Outside for Bagley. Hayes in the post, covered by Mills. The shot's good from Hayes.
Now Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
And so Simmons will bring it up for Brooklyn. 4-point game.
And Killian Hayes.
Oh,
And you knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it. Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's Mills after the basket by Detroit. Here's Watanabe. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
Well, this is something he's working on. A good natural leader from the point guard position wants to help out by becoming a better facilitator.
Thomas against Burks. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Watanabe. And it's off the back rim. No good. Detroit leading by 4. Now Diallo. No points in the game yet for him. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on James Wiseman.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for O'Neal. Johnson comes in for Watanabe. Bridges, he's checked in for Thomas. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Patty Mills. Now, here's Bogdanovic. Duran hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Duran's got the lead up to 6 now for Detroit. Dinwiddie against Cunningham. Here's Finney-Smith. Offline with his 3. The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster. Guys hungry to prove they belong.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Simmons. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Dinwiddie kicks to Bridges. Shot to stop the run. Bogdanovic grabs the miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Ivy. From downtown, it's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
I love Bogdanovic's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover. They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
On defense, the Nets trailing by 10. Cunningham kicks to Stewart.
Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover.
Back to Dinwiddie. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Nets have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And when you look at the complete game of the Detroit Pistons, there are struggles on both ends of the floor, which I'm sure can feel discouraging at times.
Now, here's Ivy. 5 points in the game, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. That sends Jaden Ivey to the free throw line. Mikal Bridges picks one up. Nets trail by 10 from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter. Detroit's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Pass to Duran. The kick out to Cunningham. With 4 seconds on the clock, and it's good on the layup.
Constant contact from Cade Cunningham is going to happen on the inside, and he doesn't seem to mind it.
That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
Got it off in time. No good on that one. Thank you, David, and we'll be back. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Pistons leading by 9. We've got Bridges. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Burks looking around. Back to Bagley. A rebound by the Nets. Here's Finney-Smith. Goes back up. Wiseman with the rebound. Detroit's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Burks can't get it to go. Net shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively.
Alec Burks is at over a decade in the league. One of the more reliable guards that we have.
At some point, I believe that Alec Burks is going to be on the team that's doing bigger things. Because of that consistency, he's going to become a more valuable piece. I mean, he shoots it well from 3. He got his big contract in 2021. but it hasn't changed that consistency that he plays with.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Out left to the wing. Diallo against Bridges.
Bagley timing that one well and intimidating.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
6 to shoot. Johnson kicks to Finney Smith. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Pistons ball.
Detroit leading by 9. Here's Hayes, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Hayes has got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Detroit. Dinwiddie outside. Here's the 3. Connects from three-point range.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
The pass to Wiseman. Over to the wing. Here's Hayes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And for the Nets, it's been a whirlwind last couple of years. Assembling a super team, and before you knew it, it fell apart. But this franchise has been back from the ashes before, so don't write off that front office just yet.
It's exciting to look at a young player like Killian Hayes, who's got a lot of raw potential and is still fighting to find his way and how he's going to make solid contributions to his team.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Both free throws good from Bridges.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Burks for 3. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Nets trail by 8. Dinwiddie right side. Plays it up off the glass. Dinwiddie's got 5 points now this quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Hayes the pass to Bagley. And it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Here's Finney Smith, covered by Hayes. And they'll get another chance. Bridges kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Bridges. Dinwiddie dishes to Bridges. A second chance effort. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Bridges has got 10 points in the game.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight, so Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Duran, he's checked in for Wiseman. Stewart comes in for Marvin Bagley. Bogdanovich is checked in for Diallo. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Hayes. Detroit leading by 4. Stewart passes to Burks. Cunningham against Curry. Cunningham inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Brett, what about the play of Cunningham?
Well, he had a solid first year in the league, especially with the added pressure of being the #1 pick. Kind of a tough situation playing in Detroit for a team that's exploring a lot of young talent. So not only do you have to perform, you have to find a way to lead. And I think the expectations around Cade Cunningham were fulfilled for the Detroit Pistons.
The Pistons have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half start. Outside, Bogdanovich. To the right side. Ivy kicks to Bogdanovich. With the drive, and Bogdanovich throws it down.
You can't give Bogdanovic a lane to the rim. He takes off towards the rim and then just throws that one down with force.
Here's Watanabe. Plays it up and banks it in. Watanabe's got his second basket of the game.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Cunningham outside. Down low, Duran. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got rebound number 5 here tonight. Thomas outside. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a 6-point lead at the...
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your next youth team.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for the Nets. 6-point game. On the court for the Pistons, the backcourt guards are Cunningham and Ivy. Bogdanovic out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Duran in at the 5. Detroit's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Passes it to Bogdanovic. Sinks that one from the post. Bogdanovic has got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Pistons. Cunningham against Dinwiddie. And stolen by Ivy. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Pass to Duran. Pass to Ivy. Just 5 on the clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Detroit.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line, 2 times.
Both shots good from the stripe. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Now, here's Ivy. Defended by Bridges. The shot by Stewart with no one around. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic.
How about Stewart stretching out the defense, and not something we see from him a ton of times.
Here's Bridges. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Cunningham dishes it to Ivy. And there's the drive. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Bridges outside. And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. Doesn't go for him. A D by Bogdanovic. Detroit leading by 9. They get a hand on it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. Cunningham against Dinwiddie. Cunningham passes to Bogdanovic, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Kicks it out to Johnson. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Cunningham. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Dinwiddie finds Bridges. To the wing right side. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
And Bridges really likes to get to the interior and earn himself some opportunities from the charity stripe.
Pistons leading by 7. It's Cunningham with the drive. Makes it off the glass.
This is such a great use of his ball handling skills and size as Cunningham makes a nice play.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Bridges with the steal. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Stewart kicks to Cunningham. For the 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
Right now, Cunningham has that shot dialed in.
Here's Finney-Smith. And the Nets miss again.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Dinwiddie with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Second chance shot. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Here's Johnson. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor. And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Detroit.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
Detroit leading by 8. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bogdanovich passes to Ivy. Cunningham against Dinwiddie. Cunningham kicks to Stewart. Shot clock at 2. Here's Ivy.
Not letting the offense get the better of him. Bridges locked in.
The shot by Ivy, no good. Bridges misses. Now here's Ivy. Tight defense on him. Bridges with the steal.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
And here's Bogdanovich. Pass to Stewart. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Here's Finney-Smith. Misses the deep 3-point attempt. And so the Pistons take the win.
NBA battle. Welcome all. Both of these teams have assembled some promising young talent, Clark. Really setting themselves up for the future.
Always fun to watch these young stars go at it against one another and see how they develop over time. I'm looking forward to watching their journeys.
A look at the starting group for the Pistons. It's Cunningham and Ivy at the 1 and the 2. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Duren in at the center position, locking down the middle. Just 5 to shoot. And rejected. And that one is hammered home. Here's Fultz. Pass to Harris. And Cunningham pulls it down.
That's their plan, to get them an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. To the left wing. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Grant Ivy gets a lot of attention for his scoring, but he can also lock you down at the other end.
Oh, yes, he can, B.A. He's big, active, and athletic, too. A strong on-ball defender as well. He'll also jump passing lanes, causing deflections. He looks to flip turnovers into points.
Here's Banchero. Stewart defends. Here's Harris. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Inside game of Harris continues to get better. He's effective at finding spots inside to score from.
Pass to Ivy. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. And the layup is good off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Outside Fultz. Here's the 3. And the whistle blows. And it's going to be over the back here.
Sometimes it's just better to give up the rebound instead of fighting through the guy.
Yeah, I agree. And you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Ivy. Cunningham against Fultz to the inside. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. 2 seconds left. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Wagner inside, defended by Bogdanovic. Outside for Fultz. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wagner. It's stolen by Bogdanovic. Out left to the wing. Stewart inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win. Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter.
And this summer, the Magic raised some eyebrows. Widely expected to take Jabari Smith with the #1 overall pick. Right up until their selection, Paolo Banchero was announced. Rival teams impressed at how well they kept their secret. Good job, Orlando.
Cunningham against Fultz. Out to Harris. Pass to Banchero. Here's Bull. Now Wagner. Shot from the top of the key. And Cunningham pulls it down.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Here's Duren, defended by Wagner. They get it again. Pass to Stewart. And here's Ivy from the arc. Another three for Detroit.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Here's Banchero. Stewart defends. Outside Fultz. The crossover. Rebounded by the Pistons. Down low. Here's Duran. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Orlando trailing here. Outside Fultz. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
Hey, I tell you what, I like the fact that Markelle Fultz is not afraid of contact. He doesn't mind getting roughed up. He's going up with his shot. He plays through that contact nicely.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Detroit has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Here's Ivy, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And he makes both free throws. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Three-pointer, Anthony. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. Here's Diallo, and it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again.
The previous play is under review.
Beat the buzzer.
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus. It looked like he got it off in time, though.
But to me, it's worth being certain. And that's why we have replay, to get these big calls right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. And so it's Detroit closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Boy, the Pistons have been rolling along.
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Setting the floor for Detroit. They've got Hayes. Marvin Bagley is out there with James Wiseman. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Diallo in at the 3 slot. Pass to Suggs. Back to Anthony. The shake. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on James Wiseman.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And he might not be the biggest guy on the court, but Cole Anthony is explosive, Greg.
He is. I mean, he surprises you with how much lift he gets. Fearless when he's going at the rim. He's caught a number of defenders off guard with that burst.
Hayes, the pass to Wiseman. Back to Hayes. 5 on the clock. The shot's good. Hayes has got his first 2 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Three-pointer, Anthony. Pure from three-point range. Anthony's got 5 now.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Diallo outside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Wendell Carter.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Three-pointer, Anthony. The rebound by Burks. And for the Pistons, they're shooting around 53%, a nice number. Diallo right side. And it's Cole Anthony with a foul. That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Hayes finds Bagley. Gets the 3 to fall. Bagley's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
And Wagner gets it to go.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Outside Burks. It felt like we'd become a league where every game turned into a three-point shooting contest. But Clark, we've seen different styles work.
Exactly, B. I mean, take Chicago during the 21-22 year. I mean, they were fantastic offensively, yet near the bottom of the league in three-point attempts. Having teams with distinct offenses, I think, makes the game a lot more fun to watch.
Anthony in the post. He's against Hayes. Carter, good. Detroit has gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, the Pistons focusing on improving their scoring. Coach Dwayne Casey said, quote, "This is an offensive league. In today's game, you've got to be able to shoot the three because you can't make enough twos to win. It's tough to defend the three, so you've got to keep that scoreboard moving." Back to you.
Floor spacing at a premium, Allie. Thank you. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. For Orlando, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
No luck on that one. And the Pistons going the other way now. Outside Burks. Bagley finds Wiseman. And he recovers it. Outside Burks.
Detroit foul. Alex Burks. First personal foul.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Anthony outside. Pass to Suggs. Stolen by Burks. Left side Bagley. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You have to think with this Pistons squad that all eyes are on the future as opposed to the here and now. Young guys focused on reaching their potential.
So Orlando ends up going with a new group. And the Pistons will go for a different look here. Duren, he's checked in for Wiseman. Bogdanovich comes in for Diallo. Ivy's checked in for Burks. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Hayes. Wagner against Bogdanovich. Out to the wing. And stolen by Bagley. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Cunningham. Bogdanovich against Wagner. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
Whoa, now, I don't think the defense expected that. Bogdanovich taking it to the rack.
Outside for Fultz. Offensive rebound. Wagner outside. Another shot. Pass to Banchero. Orlando calls timeout.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Stewart, he's checked in for Bagley.
Big round of applause.
And so here is Orlando. It's a 13-point game.
Boy, moving the ball with purpose there. Fultz has tremendous offensive potential, and we're seeing him put it all together now.
Here's Ivy, pounded by Harris. Here's Duren. Orlando grabs the miss. Wagner for 3. And so it's the Detroit Pistons. They lead by 11. And Allie, as always, thank you.
18. The Pistons, 29.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly.
When Franz Wagner went 8th overall to Orlando in the 2021 draft, his family was ecstatic. Him and his brother Mo, teammates with the Magic. It doesn't get a whole lot better than that if you're Wagner.
Harris at the 2 with Wagner playing the 3. Then there's Banchero. Then there's Markelle Fultz. And it's Bowl in at the center position. That's who's out there for Orlando. The Wagner brothers. Not the only brother teammates we've seen lately, Clark.
That's exactly right, B.A. I mean, how about the Morris twins on the same Phoenix Suns squad? You know, that's got to be pretty special to play with your sibling, I would think.
Pass to Stewart. Inside, here's Duren. It's rebounded by Banchero. Magic shooting 40% from the field in this one. To the inside, here's Bowl. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. He has 6.
Boy, nice work by Harris that time. He's trying to find the best shot for his team, not necessarily for himself there.
Here's Ivy. Up and in on the layup. And the Pistons lead by 10.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Offensive board. Out to Harris. Pass to Banchero. Just 5 on the clock. Second chance shot. Blocked! And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. And it's in there.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich. The shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Wagner on the wing. That one's wide left.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Clark, as with most young teams, the Magic struggle with consistency.
Look, B.A., that's just how the NBA can be for young teams. I mean, it's a hard league, a really hard league. It's tough. Everybody's good. But there are some benefits to going through the growing pains of being young. You learn on the fly. And there's no better teacher than experience, which comes from reps and time on the floor together. And ultimately, you hope it pays dividends going forward.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Launches a 3. Knocks down the long J. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now this quarter.
And you let Bogdanovich just catch and shoot like that, he'll make more than he misses of those.
For a free t-shirt.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
A good look from Bogdanovich. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Boy, a major impact being made by Bogdanovich offensively. He's making it happen out there.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
Pass to Stewart from the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. And the Pistons lead by 19.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Isaac's shot is off. Here's the Pistons with the ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Stewart with it. The 3. It's hauled in by Isaac. Outside Carter to the middle. Back to Isaac. Fires from deep. Nails it from 3. Isaac's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, you know what? I think you've got to have that shot in your game, even if you are a big guy now. And Isaac demonstrating that he does have that in his game.
And so the ball out of bounds. Duren touched the glass.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And the Pistons going with, oh my goodness!
Disrespectful. That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Wiseman, pass to Diallo. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
Orlando has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Takes a step back. Here's Anthony. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Hayes. Right side, Burks. A clear look for Bagley. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him.
Your Fans, your Magic Youth Dance Team.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Setting the floor for the Pistons. Hayes is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Amadou Diallo. Then there's James Wiseman. And it's Bagley in at power forward. Magic shooting about 41%. Here's Anthony. Ooh, rejected by Wiseman. All by himself. And the ball out of play. The Magic will have it.
Magic ball.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
Here's Anthony. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pistons.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
One other thing I've liked is how assertive they've been on D, swatting a good number of shots away as a result.
They double him with Isaac. Bogdanovich from long range. Can't get it to drop, so Orlando will take it the other way. On the wing, Isaac. Pass to Suggs. Now Anthony. From outside the arc. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got his 5th rebound in this one. Stewart with it, and Anthony picks him up defensively. Cunningham outside. Stewart. Rebound by the Magic. To the paint. Here's Wagner. Out to Anthony. Outside Carter. Pass to Suggs. Clock at 6. Goes back up. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Cunningham. Outside Bogdanovich. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists in the game.
And a nice, smooth, soft stroke for Bogdanovich. That stroke is pure.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Isaac outside. The 3 is up.
You know, since Bogdanovich came into the league, he's made some nice strides defensively and a nice contest there.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
It's Anthony on the take, and Anthony slams it in.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up. But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Bogdanovich on the wing. Sinks the tray.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Anthony against Cunningham. Pass to Stewart. Back to Cunningham.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Over to the wing. Here's Duren. 6 to shoot. The Pistons need to get one up quick. And here's Cunningham outside. That shot is off. The Magic go the other way with it.
Winning in strong fashion. A relentless effort notches a W for the Pistons.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Bojan Bogdanović.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Fultz against Cunningham. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Harris with the drive, and Harris throws it down.
Gary Harris says, I got more than just a three-point shot, folks. Excellent at getting into the lane by penetration.
Wagner against Bogdanović. Pass to Ivy from deep. Again, the miss by the Pistons. It's stolen by Bogdanović. Duren, no good.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Here's Bull. Outside Fultz. Offline with a three. Bogdanović up top. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Duren. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked.
Tip-off goes to Orlando. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Cameron Johnson, and it's Bridges in at the shooting guard. Banchero passes to Bull. Feeds to Banchero. Dishes it to Fultz. 5 on the clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Fultz has got the opening field goal of the game for Orlando. And there's already a loyalty aspect to Banchero's makeup, starting with the tribute to the city he grew up in.
He literally takes Seattle everywhere he goes. You look at the tat on his right bicep. It has the Seattle skyline, Mount Rainier, the street he grew up on. In terms of his character, that indicates deep roots and a solid foundation he can build on.
Now, here's Bridges, following the miss by Bull. Oh, he misses the dunk.
He tried to get spicy and totally whipped, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least, about a week.
Banchero with the ball. Johnson on him. Here's Fultz. He can't get that one to fall. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Dinwiddie finds Johnson. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Harris. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. No good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now, here's Bull. Dinwiddie covering. The Magic again can't hit.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Claxton, and he's good on the 3-ball. Claxton's got 5 points so far.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Driving inside, and finished off by Banchero.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Claxton the pass to Dinwiddie. Right wing. Here's Claxton. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage. He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him. Well, I play for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
They get the rebound. In the corner, Bull with it. Harris kicks to Wagner. The pass to Banchero. Tries again, driving in, and it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. And well over a decade in Brooklyn for the Nets. Richard, what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing, and more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
Here's Fultz after Mikal Bridges' bucket. Fultz dishes to Harris. Wagner outside. Here's the teardrop. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Johnson. Bridges outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Mikal Bridges has found a groove the last couple of years. 5 years removed from college, and he's become a full-time starter.
And he makes the first.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And a new group in for the Nets. Simmons checked in for Nicholas Claxton. O'Neal comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Harris is checked in for Johnson. And it's Seth Curry in for Dinwiddie. Now here is Carter. Isaac outside. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Curry. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Gets it off. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Nets lead by 16. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
For your 407 Nets team.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets. The guard pair for them, Anthony and Suggs. Wagner is out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Carter in its center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And then Carter with the dunk.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Always a threat. Three-point land that time was seriously expanded.
Out to Carter. Orlando moving the ball around. Isaac against Harris. And Simmons with the rebound. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. There's O'Neal with the three. It's hauled in by the Magic. Suggs with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Wagner as screen on Curry. Anthony finds Wagner. Comes up empty down low. Brooklyn leading by 19. Thomas gets a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. The Magic have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And for Orlando, it's been a tough decade. We would agree on that. And Greg, they've only won 2 playoff games since 2012.
Well, they've only made the playoffs twice in that span as well. So they've got a lot of draft picks lined up in the next few years, and they need to make good on those high picks.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And, D.A., we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. And Wendell Carter Jr. Greg, one of the better rebounders in the NBA.
And, Kevin, his numbers kind of sneak up on you. I mean, great job of clearing the glass and getting the break started. Still underrated as a rebounder, but is making a name for himself.
Isaac right side. Passes it to Carter. Wagner outside. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Finney-Smith.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Johnson.
2 minutes.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Cole Anthony.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And the Nets, Richard, are trying to build a legacy where they're recognized as one of the league's true glamour franchises.
And they've got the star power, and they've got the market. You got an ownership that is willing to pay for it. They will do everything, but ultimately, it's going to be the players and how they perform on the court that will dictate how this success is viewed.
The infrastructure is there. Now can they get the players to fill the role? Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Back to Johnson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the Magic have been one of the league's worst offenses in recent years. In fact, it's been over a decade since they've been average in that regard. Drafting a ready-made weapon in Paolo Banchero, they hope can help them take a step in the right direction.
Harris kicks to Banchero. Back to Harris. Shoots over Bridges. Misses off the left iron. Nets leading by 18. Dinwiddie outside.
Hey, yo, right here.
44 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Finney-Smith. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 5th assist in this one. Harris inside, defended by Bridges. Here's Banchero. Wagner finds Fultz. Dinwiddie with the steal. For 3, Bridges. And it's Orlando with the rebound. For 3, Harris drains the three-pointer.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one.
And so it's Brooklyn controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break. After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. So it's Brooklyn now. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That is his first foul of the game. How did you react, Richard, to the changes and rules in 2021, specifically those banning non-basketball moves?
I loved it because the game has gone so far offensively that it put the defenders in such a bad spot. And so now that you're allowing for the defenders to actually play defense now, I think it's great for the game.
And instead of tricking your way to the free throw line.
Yeah, because they were using that it's not a foul, it's what they call. And let's turn what they call into actual fouls. So the referees cleaned it up perfectly.
Second half underway. Here's who Jock Vaughn's got on the floor. We've got Bridges. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Harris against Bridges. Dinwiddie softly drops in the floater. Dinwiddie's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
Carries it from three-point range.
Yeah, his instincts are on display here. Fultz, a really good passer, excels at setting up teammates for easy looks.
And it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. Here's Claxton. The Magic trail by 21. To the middle. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend. An elite prospect with very few holes in his game. Banchero can score from all 3 levels, makes plays for others. Terrific rebounder. Man, the list goes on and on. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And Johnson with the stuff.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Banchero. It's hauled in by Claxton. Many scouts had Banchero as the safest pick in the draft. Would you agree?
He and maybe Jabari Smith Jr. What separates Banchero a little, he's an elite back to the basket scorer. Those guys have become increasingly harder to find.
The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Harris dishes to Fultz. Harris against Bridges. Magic moving the ball around. Fultz the pass to Bull. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, Bull with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
He hits the second from the line. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's blocked. They recover it. Now the pass to Claxton. Here's Finney-Smith. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Now, here's Banchero. He's tightly guarded. Here's Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
And the speed of Fultz is leap. When he has a full head of steam, he's looking to tear the rim off the hinges.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
And the Magic right now, missing that franchise player, might have one of their young talents develop into that, but currently they lack that star.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And Wagner has it in the corner. Misses the three. Nets leading by 21. And as we know, Greg, the NBA is a star-driven league.
Hard to contend without a top 10 player on the roster. The Magic have been patient in their approach, and one player taking a leap this season would be huge.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando, and a new group in for the Nets. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Harris comes in for Johnson. Thomas checked in for Bridges. And it's Seth Curry in for Dinwiddie. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Thomas passes to O'Neal. Passes it to Curry. Sweet move. He takes it in. He takes it up and lays it in. Curry's got 10 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's gonna put his foot on the pedal.
Oh, beautiful looking shot. I mean, when you can hit it from that deep, wow.
And it's Carter missing. Brooklyn's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Sinks the triple. The Magic have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Another miss by Orlando.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
O'Neal kicks to Harris. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Nets.
Please give a big round of applause for your Magic Youth Game.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And for the Magic, they're shooting just 31% in the game. The guard pair for them, Anthony and Suggs. Mo Wagner out there with Carter, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Orlando.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. No good on the triple. And for the Nets, they're shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Simmons passes to Thomas. Back to Simmons. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Simmons got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Nets. Out to Anthony. It's stolen by Harris. Green by Simmons. Out to the right wing. There's O'Neal with the three. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
One foul. Cameron Thomas. First personal foul. First team foul.
And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Johnson from outside. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Dinwiddie with the steal. Here's Bridges. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Suggs from outside off the mark. The Nets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the one make. Bridges for 3. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Wagner kicks to Isaac. Suggs passes to Wagner. Shot clock at 6. Trying to get open is Carter. Isaac misses. Brooklyn's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Johnson outside. The Nets working the ball around now. Bridges shot, good.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable, taking and making his share of threes.
Anthony kicks to Wagner. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Can't hit from in close. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the 4th.
The Nets have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Here's Dinwiddie, and he drives in. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Wagner kicks to Suggs. Anthony with it. Bridges covering. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Pass to Claxton. Lets it go with a 3. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Isaac. Beyond the arc. Drills it from outside.
And this is why Suggs was a top 5 pick. Jalen's got tremendous playmaking ability.
Dinwiddie kicks to Finney-Smith. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
The 3 from Anthony. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Johnson, the pass to Finney-Smith. Dinwiddie outside. Johnson outside. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Oh, how about the read from the young fella? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. There's 48 seconds left in the 4th. He had a nice open look right there.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Good on the second free throw. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Magic. And here's Anthony from the arc. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Hands it from downtown.
During the draft, scouts talked about Carter's ability to space the floor. Hit 41% from distance in college. And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And here's Johnson outside. No good there. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which they're...
both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. Cameron Johnson out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position.
Powerful jam by Cunningham, letting everyone know he can get physical.
Outside Finney-Smith. Bridges outside. Off the mark there with a three. That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Duran. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
Get your better score some easy looks so they can start to establish themselves.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
And that one's good. Cunningham's gotten his second bucket.
Aggressive shot from Cunningham inside, getting to that point-blank shot.
Well, the #1 overall pick in 2021, Cade Cunningham, ended up third in the Rookie of the Year voting, but nevertheless had an outstanding first season.
Good D by Finney-Smith.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Here's Dinwiddie. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. The Pistons have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Throws it up high. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Pass to Stewart. Here's Duran. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And this is right in his wheelhouse, hitting the boards and cashing in.
When he gets a few of those early, look out. It gets his blood pumping, and suddenly there's nobody who can hold him.
And Cunningham has to carry a developing Pistons team. Something you'd know about, Graham. Any advice?
Just keep working hard, young man. He is on the right track for sure, B.A. I know he will get it done. He loves the game, and he has embraced the challenge of making this team a winner.
Now here's Finney-Smith. From deep, Johnson. And no good. And Detroit will go the other way with it. Here's the pick. Pass to Duran. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Claxton. Outside Finney-Smith. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duran's got 4 rebounds in the game. And finished off by Stewart.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Dinwiddie with the drive. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Johnson. Got a hand on it.
Great awareness by Bogdanovich, working hard to come up with the block.
Pass to Stewart. There's the triple. Brooklyn with the board. And here's Johnson. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The rebound by Stewart. For Detroit, they've got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Stewart. The 3. Here's Duran. And he banks in the layup. Duran's got 8.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
To the middle. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. There's Cunningham with a three. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
He's the kind of player every team is looking for. Cunningham understands both how to move the ball and how to create for himself.
And he nails the third.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
And so it's Detroit, closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. They've done...
Give a big round of applause for your Pistons youth dance team.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
For me, it's all about playing downhill. They've been making it look easy to find penetration in this one, attacking the lanes and forcing the issue with the D.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
They've got Marvin Bagley. Hayes is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Amadou Diallo. And it's Wiseman in at center. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Three-pointer O'Neal. And it's Bagley with a rebound.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown. The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves trying to put together a championship caliber team.
Outside Burks. Back to Bagley. And finished off by Hayes.
This is what you get with the size and length in the backcourt. Killian Hayes making a statement at the rim.
Curry passes to Simmons. Good work defensively by Wiseman. Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie.
Terrific playmaking from Simmons, getting the ball into his hands off a wide-open shooter.
Burks passes to Diallo. Here's Hayes. Bagley, a screen on Curry. Outside Bagley from behind the arc. On target from range. Bagley's got his first 3 points of the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Wiseman, the pass to Bagley. Pass to Burks. Down low. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Pass to Claxton. There's the 3. Fires in the triple.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Here's Hayes. The shot no good. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Outside Johnson. Fires from deep. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
And the Pistons going with a whole new group out there. And the second free throw is good. And he nails the third.
The Pistons have been in rebuild mode for a while. They've stockpiled a lot of young talent. This is when things should start to come together.
Cunningham finds Bogdanovich. A minute 29 left in the second period. This one for 3. The shot comes out. Brooklyn with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered for them. The shot by Johnson, no good. Detroit has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. So, Smitty, you think the Pistons are ready to become the bad boys of the league again?
BA, they're not really that kind of team. They're built more around offensive firepower, not the defense and rebounding that was their trademark in the old days.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Claxton, defended by Bogdanovich. The kick out to Johnson. Detroit with a rebound. Duran's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Ivy. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And in Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren, the Pistons taking arguably the 2 best athletes in the 22 draft. The youth movement is on, and Detroit is definitely fun to watch.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. The Nets have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Pass to Finney-Smith. Bridges outside. Back to Finney-Smith. Fires the 3. Sinks it from distance. Finney-Smith's got 5.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Here's Ivy. The 3 is up. Detroit, no good that time either. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. The shot, no good. And so it's Detroit, up by a healthy.
28, the Nets, 20. Get ready for the Jabberwockies.
And if you just join it in, 1 half is in the books, 1 half to go. The Pistons leading, so on the floor for Brooklyn. We've got Nicholas Claxton, Cameron Johnson out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Here's Cunningham. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Brooklyn with the ball. Outside Johnson. The free throw drops for Johnson for the Pistons. And Johnson drops them both. Well, the Pistons shooting only 42%. Pass to Wiseman. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Johnson. Over Diallo. Can't connect from 14.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, you're not all going to go down.
And he's off on his first shot of the game. Brooklyn trailing. Dinwiddie with it. Now Burks defending. Dinwiddie goes in. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. The Pistons have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Hayes with it. Working on Claxton. Wiseman with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. The 3. 6 to shoot. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Back to Bridges. Back to Johnson from downtown. Tries again. The offensive rebound. To the left side wing. Here's Claxton. Hits a three-pointer. Claxton's got 6.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Burks passes to Bagley. Back to Burks. To the inside. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith. The Nets have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Burks against Bridges. Outside Johnson. And Alec Burks gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
13 foul.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Pass to Finney-Smith. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Hayes.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, he sees the man's going to kick the ball out. Wow. I mean, that was great anticipation.
The first free throw is good. A full line change here for Brooklyn. He's off on the second.
Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert, you know, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
Outside Curry. Inside. Back to O'Neal. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. O'Neal's got his first points of the game. And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
You know, I think it did a little bit. But, you know, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does. We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space. But that does make it a tougher shot.
Here's Wiseman. Uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 7-point Detroit lead.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Simmons. And the shot is good. Harris making the play.
The paint is where Simmons excels at finding points. He knows how to own the inside.
Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
And here's Harris outside. Rebound Detroit. Hayes inside. He's covered by Curry. And it's Wiseman missing. The Nets have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. And here's Harris outside. Misses the one-handed jam.
Brooklyn foul. Cameron Thomas. First personal foul. 13 foul. Substitution on the floor.
The Pistons have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Ivy, and he dunks it down.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Pass to Duran. It'll count. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Detroit earning.
Give a big round of applause for your Pistons.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Brooklyn shooting poorly, just 29% from the floor in this game. It's Cunningham and Ivy at the 1 and the 2. Isaiah Stewart out there with Duran, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Going inside, and he gets the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 12. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Detroit.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
Detroit with the ball. Cunningham outside. Deflected. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Boom! He jams it straight down.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Pass to Finney-Smith. The kick out to Johnson. Dinwiddie outside. Screen by Claxton. Three-pointer. The rebound by Stewart. The Pistons have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. Yeah, and you never want to let shots in the rim go uncontested.
That free throw, no good.
At the line for the Nets, Claxton.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Well, Detroit's shooting about 41%. And here's Cunningham outside. Sinks it from distance.
A strong part of Cunningham's game. He's got great range.
Dinwiddie on the attack. Detroit with a rebound. Cunningham outside from the arc. And Stewart with a basket on the assist by Cunningham.
That's a shot the defense looked like he was willing to give up. Big mistake.
Cunningham passes to Stewart. Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from three-point land. Stewart's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack.
Okay.
My! Throw it down!
Yes, he did.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Pass to Stewart. Now here's Cunningham. Takes a 3. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. Outside Bogdanovich. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Didn't doubt himself even from way back. Bogdanovich with the smooth release.
Pass to Dinwiddie. To the middle. Here's Claxton on the wing. Finney-Smith. And the Nets miss again. Detroit has gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth. Here's Duren. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Pistons.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
VA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Cade Cunningham.
You know what stood out to me was the anticipation defensively. Sensed what the offense wanted to run, then found ways to disrupt that and cause turnovers.
Shooting.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. The Pistons shooting it well, almost 50% for the floor. Up top, Stewart puts it up, and And again, it's Detroit.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Here's Bogdanovich. Pass to Stewart. Outside Bogdanovich. 26 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Puts up a three. They get it back. Here's Duren. Here's Ivy. Cunningham, right side. It's deflected. Johnson passes to Dinwiddie. And he converts the layup.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Bogdanovich from long range. Missed it. And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving it.
Hi, everyone. This is Ken. Unfortunately, Doris, you'd like to see either of these teams get the win tonight. They're both hunting for a much-needed victory.
Breaking out of a slump, Kevin, to me is a real challenge. Obviously, there is momentum either way. When you get on a win streak, your confidence is high. Right now, these two teams are battling the mental game. They've got to try to find a rhythm.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Harris is the shooting guard. Wagner is the small forward. Cole is out there with Bankero. And it's Fultz in at the point.
And the challenge defensively is to find Cunningham at all three levels. He can beat you at the rim. He can beat you from 30 feet out and everything in between.
And the dunk by Bull.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Cunningham passes to Stewart. It's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. They double him with Cunningham. 4 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Detroit with the rebound. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. The pass to Stewart. Feeds it to Cunningham. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you gotta get it to him.
Out to Harris. Fires for 3. Here's Bull. Another shot. Pass to Bankero. Wagner wide open. A three-pointer, no good. And with all the youth of this Magic team, you feel like, Doris, they are on the verge of something big.
For their fan base, Kevin, you certainly hope so. What you're really looking for is maybe the breakthrough that the Cleveland Cavaliers had last year. A textbook job of rebuilding with youth and quality trades. You have to stay patient and understand this is a process.
Pass to Bull. Shoots over Duren. Once again off the mark, Orlando. The Pistons leading. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Here's Fultz, and it's blocked. And the dunk by Bull. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Now, here's Ivy. He's guarded closely. Here's Stewart. And the 3 off target. Orlando's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Inside, here's Bull. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, Bull with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
So he gets them both. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. There's the pick. Cunningham with it. Now Bull defending. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. Cunningham passes to Duren. And then jammed down as he goes right over Markelle Fultz.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
Well, this has to contribute to Markelle Fultz's confidence, showing right there he can get through the defense.
Now, here's Ivy, guarded by Harris. Ivy kicks to Stewart. Passes to Duren. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Orlando ball.
And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. And the pass to Harris. Trying to find Wagner and gets it to him. Bowles setting the pick for Banchero. Got a piece of it. Fultz against Cunningham. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Bogdanovich. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, at 6 foot 8 inches, Bojan Bogdanovich is very comfortable in close.
Bull, the pass to Harris. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Pistons lead. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
We've got Diallo. He's out there with Alec Burks. Then there's James Wiseman. And it's Bagley in at the 4. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Anthony kicks to Wagner. Back to Anthony. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Pistons leading by 4.
And when you look at Burks, when he's feeling good, this guy makes an impact.
Well, think about it, GA. Last season was only the 2nd time he's played over 64 games, but he got into a groove. He's proven now that when he's healthy, off the couch, off the bounce, this guy is a very difficult cover.
So here's Burks. Back to Diallo. Burks looking around. 6 on the shot clock. Pistons passing it around. Wiseman no good. The Magic trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Cole Anthony.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman, roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
The Magic have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Pass to Suggs. Launches a 3. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
Well, that's a big-time effort play by Wendell Carter Jr. This guy gives you everything he's got.
Wiseman finds Hayes. Outside, Bagley. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Out to Carter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on James Wiseman.
And as I watch Cole out there, Kevin, I just love the progression he's made. Young man's put the work in to improve his game and really only starting to scratch the surface.
And the Pistons, entirely new group now out there. Cunningham against Anthony. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
For Cole Anthony, GA, this team believes in his future.
I mean, he's a competitive kid and knows how to play the right way. And now he understands how to play winning basketball. And that's no bias from me. That's just my analysis.
Here's Bogdanovich, and it's Wagner with the rebound. The Magic trail by 7. On the wing, Isaac. And he makes good on the layup.
Wow, how about the focus from the big man? Jonathan Isaac, comfortable in the paint.
Ivy passes to Duran. And he banks in the layup. Duran's got 8.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Oh, my goodness, going to the rim with aggression is young Cole Anthony.
Bogdanovich looking around. There's the 3. They grab their own miss. Kicks it to Ivy. Pass to Duran. Over in the corner, Cunningham. A three-pointer off the mark. The Magic trail by 5. Here's Suggs. Good on the three-point shot. Suggs has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, this is where you love the fast play by Jalen Suggs. Gets just a little bit of room, and the pull-up is pure.
Here's Ivy. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Offensive rebound, Carter. And it's all evened up. Carter's got his second bucket.
Just terrific offense right there. Carter Jr. almost automatic from that spot.
And Stewart gets it to go.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Back to Cunningham. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Stewart with the screen on Isaac. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Very hard to stop Bogdanovich. He's excellent at keeping his follow-through despite taking the contact.
The Pistons shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Anthony taking his time here. It could go. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start.
26. Magic 22.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. On the court for Orlando, at the forward positions, it's Wagner and Ben Carroll. Gary Harris is out there with Fultz, and it's Bull in at the center position. Bogdanovich goes in. Yep, that one goes. Bogdanovich has got the first basket of the third quarter for Detroit. Wagner outside. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
What we know about Franz Wagner is this guy attempts a fair amount of threes for a reason. He's pretty effective, guys.
Burks finds Bogdanovich. Back to Burks. Shoots the 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. It's a 3-point game.
And something about Franz Wagner, a model of consistency as soon as he came into the league. You know what you'll get from him every night.
Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Fultz kicks to Banchero. Driving to the basket. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And with Wagner, he'll be a bigger part of this team as he grows.
Kevin, and he'll be able to contribute without being a focal point. It has a game that can blend with any other group on the floor. As his confidence grows, he'll continue to make a larger impact.
Diallo, he's checked in for Detroit. Snatched up. Tries a 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bagley. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Wagner passes to Fultz. Out to Harris. Magic moving the ball around. Back to Wagner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. That's 7 points for Franz Wagner.
Wagner likes to work his way to the painted area as much as possible. Look how comfortable he is finishing around the rim.
Bagley in the post. Pistons have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. No good on that one.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
Orlando trailing here. Fultz the pass to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. It's stolen by Harris. Bull with it. Heisman picks him up. Wagner kicks to Banchero. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Detroit's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. And the Pistons, entirely new group now out there. Duran, no good. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Wagner from long range. And the 3 ball is good. Wagner's got the lead up to 3 now for Orlando. To halt the run, Cunningham's shot is off. The Magic have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Bull. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Stewart down low. Now, here's Ivy. T right on him. Just 5 to shoot. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Harris. To the inside. And the dunk by Bull.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Wagner on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich. That shot wide open. And now it's a 10-point Orlando lead.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
And that's something Cunningham takes pride in. Sharp read with that pinpoint pass.
It's tipped. Fultz kicks to Wagner. Back to Fultz. Wagner on the wing. Driving the lane. And finished off by Wagner.
Oh, my goodness. How about the aggressiveness from Franz Wagner? Leaves no doubt on the dunk.
Here's Cunningham. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Bulls got 6 rebounds in the game. Deep 2 from Wagner. It's hauled in by Stewart.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Back to Cunningham. Nailed from three-point land. Cunningham's got 9 points. And so it's the Orlando Magic bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The backcourt guards are Cunningham and Ivy. Isaiah Stewart out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Duran in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Detroit right now. Wagner passes to Bull. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Kate Cunningham.
And the size Bull has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
Wagner against Bogdanovich. Stewart kicks to Bogdanovich. It's the three-point bomb.
hesitation from Bogdanovich in the catch-and-shoot situation. Beautiful.
Fultz dishes to Bull. Passes it to Harris. Now the feed to Bull. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now.
The previous play is under
Closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando.
Substitution on the floor.
Pistons trail by 6. Cunningham with it. There's the pass to Stewart. Here's Ivy. Nice ball movement by Detroit. With the drive and the dunk by Stewart.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
They'll credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And to see your son, Greg, find success in the NBA, I can only imagine that's going to be so special for you.
It is. I'm a proud papa because something that so few get to experience. So I couldn't be more proud of him and happy as well.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Stewart kicks to Bogdanovich. Cunningham outside. Tries it again. He lays it in.
Just showing some grown man strength there. Cunningham gifted at working through the contact.
Steps back. Here's Anthony. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Magic.
Great game for them offensively. I mean, coaches love seeing multiple shots per possession and then converting those second chance opportunities.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Now, here's Stewart. Guarded closely. Here's Ivy. The turnaround J. It doesn't go for him. So Orlando will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Bogdanovich with it. Defended now by Wagner. And Duran slams it in.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Outside Anthony. Suggs kicks to Wagner. Carter sets the pick for Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, we know Mo Wagner is a sweet shooting big, but right there he says, you know, I can get off my feet too.
Here's Duran. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Cole Anthony, a guy who has just tremendous feel for the game. He's obviously been around it from the time he was very young. Just understands where the ball should be at all times. Good passer, aggressive scorer.
Detroit making a switch. Works is checked in. And Bogdanovich kicks to Stewart. Works for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
I think Alec Burks has proven to deliver.
Anthony against Burks, and it's Anthony slamming it down.
Cole Anthony's been around the game a long time, folks. Don't think he doesn't relish these opportunities.
Bogdanovich wide open. The Pistons rebound. Burks for three. Pass to Stewart. He kicks it to Ivy. Back to Bogdanovich. Launches it. The offensive rebound. Got a piece of it. Isaac with the steal. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Carter finds Wagner. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Carter looking around. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Bogdanovich for three. And so it's Orlando winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They